Man, my hair's all fucked up. My nose, it's a little bit fucked up too. Got some acne, but I'm working on that shit, man. Just like Youngsters, yeah. Apparently, I can't speak today either. Man, that's a big fuck up. Not a sponsor, by the way. Livewire will fucking help you out, man. Anyways, thing I was about to say, if you clicked on the video, my thoughts on Young CC. Yeah, just one of those topics. Just one of those weird ass topics that you have to look at. You have to be like, this dude. Man, like I said, okay, so controversy, if you guys did not know, he basically interviewed Young CC. And, it wasn't a bad interview on controversy's part. Young CC, too energetic. That was the longest podcast controversy's ever had. And it's because of the factor that Young CC likes to talk. He likes to talk and talk and talk and talk. Sorry for the background and the noise. It's something in the neighbors. But with that being, controversy, you can guarantee, like he said in his live, a couple, like yesterday, he said he wasn't actually, like, nervous or, like, uncomfortable. The only actual part that I can guarantee he was uncomfortable was when Young CC lifted up his shirt and was like, look, I'm fat, like, look, man, we get that you're fat. You don't have to show your boobies and everything to the world. Look, just because I do reviews on, like, different sodas, different juices, different waters, and enjoy, like, an occasional Mountain Dew sometime, I am still trying to do a workout because fatness is something you need to work on, like, as a human being, because of the whole entire factor of it being unhealthy. Now, that is irrelevant to the conversation, but when you put it into context of him flexing on his fat and basically trying to say that, look at me, I'm all fat, it's just like, we don't want to look at you, man. For one, the only reason we clicked on this video is because of the controversial topics that you brought up, or that you made the whole entire community bring up, with rape and stuff, and all these different types of things. And I listened to Young CC's actual response video, and it seemed as if he was nervous. He was kind of like reading it from a script, and it wasn't pure, to be honest. As if you listen to Biombi's, which he just released today. It seems like Biombi took it all in consideration, thought about it, then made a video. And that's what I did too. So that's what I'm saying is, like, controversy, all he was trying to do was just keep his show running. And it wasn't a bad business tip, or a business idea to get, controversial on Controversy's show, because, hence the name, Controversy. No. It wasn't Controversy that was controversial this time. No, and for one, the one thing, this is unrelated to, it is related to Skunk CC, to basically, this is just me, like I said in the comment section, to actually say that you like 6ix9ine, and to say you like NF and Eminem and Jordan Lucas, and then compare my favorites list of rappers or musicians overall to your favorite rappers is not a comparison. For one, I don't like 6ix9ine. The reason why I do, like I even said this on Instagram post one time, or a story I think it was, but the reason why I actually have some songs that are considered mumble rap on my liked playlist, it isn't because of the message that they're trying to deliver, because the message is shit. Burp, man. The message is shit. I guess my burp was trying to censor me. Just kidding. The message on those songs are very shit. saying nothing about being violent to the police, being, or like, using women as bitches, quote unquote. That's not what I listen to it for. I listen it for to get me in the mood to basically get my creative juices going. Just like I listen to Eminem whenever I want to basically get like a good flow going, or whenever I want to get like crafty wordplay type of lyrics that I'm doing for my new music. Whenever I'm writing new music, just like whenever I want to make a song that's truthful, inspiring, and about God, or that's something that is truthful, I listen to NF because he is the truth God, and that's why I was saying like how could that's like I really took offense to that. You saying that you are a fan of 6ix9ine and a fan of Eminem and NF at the same time, because that's like saying you are a fan of the devil. You're Satan. You are a Satanist, but you're also a Christian. Like you support both groups, which that doesn't make any sense, because one is praising to not be the other word, and then you are one is praising to just be hell raking. Which, don't get me wrong, enough, he actually has some songs that are just chaos. But it's not wrongful chaos. It's chaos against emotions and different thoughts. And that's what I'm saying, is like enough praises nothing but good. Nothing but, being truthful to yourself. While 6ix9ine praises and you basically presents to be a troll, to be nothing but a peasant, to be nothing but a troll, to be nothing but an actual savage. Which, and I'm not saying, oh, it's good to be a savage. When you put that savage context into a word of a song, like, oh, I'm savage on these motherfucking shit. I don't want to go down because I am so fucking legit. Like that part actually makes sense, because you are saying, if you actually look at the context of what savage meant, it was the Americans, the colonists, calling Native Americans savages, which are people who are uncivilized, uncultured, on people who are just literally unhumanized. And that's what you're saying you are. If you saying that you are 100% savage, you are therefore stating that you are uncivilized. And that's why I'm just like, go ahead and be that lifestyle. But to say that you like both that style and then both like, the style that Anna's trying to praise, or the style that or like the type of music or style that Eminem praises, is one, very hypocritical, and for two, pisses me the fuck off, because those are two of my favorite artists. And to say that 6ix9ine is another one, if you're a fan of 6ix9ine as well as those artists, like I said, is trying to put God, is saying that you're a Christian and a Satanist at the same time, which is for one hypocrisy, and just basically pisses me off. So that's the whole entire thing about that. The other thing that I actually have something to say about Young CC, I haven't actually heard any of his music, so I was just going off of what he had told me that in the comment section. So, like, honestly, I don't even know if I want to review his music or react to his music. I feel like I'm just going to listen to it, and if it's good, then I might actually review it. I don't know. But the factor of it being is like, you are a piss poor motherfucker. To say that you had someone died, or like say that you are gonna, like you and your friend or whatever saw this girl die, is 100%. Like, first, when I first met Young CC, the group chat of all these different people, it was because he was talking shit to Ghost, right? And then we were just like, oh. And then it was like back in December, he was like, oh, we're going to basically, it was like him and Kenji, the fight between him and Kenji, right? And then, after Kenji won that fight, it was like, oh, now he's going after Ghost. Oh, so he's going after Ghost now. And then me and Ghost were just basically, talking. And then he dissed fucking Talk Rap. So I was basically getting on there now saying, you can diss me and my music all you want, because I know I need improvements. I know I need improvements as a human being, as overall. But to diss Talk Rap, that is bullshit, because, that's like not only dissing me, but you're dissing Ghost and you're dissing the show. And that's like the first type of show that's in our underground community, that's just two artists combining to talk about what's going on in the underground community, like a underground type of breakfast club type of thing for the community. And that's why I'm just saying, you could diss me and get away with it. Maybe you can diss Ghost because he's still my homie, and it depends on what types of things you're gonna, if you actually have good exposure for him, then that's good for you. But so far, Ghost hasn't done anything wrong in my eyes to actually be exposed. He has been nothing but a legend when it comes to, writing. He's been nothing but supportive when it comes to friendship, and he has been nothing but a homie when it comes to, like, freestyling, and just like, you know like the way he freestyles, the way he sings, the way he, well, I mean, he can do a little bit better on the singing, but you get my point. And that's the whole entire reasoning. And then he basically added me and a couple of these different rappers to the group chat for this, like, the Starter Squad cipher. And in that cipher, I don't know, I was like not paying attention to the group chat. Most of the shit that I seen, it felt like a fucking therapy group, because he was saying that he's gonna slice his wrist or some shit like that and talk about, like, Herman himself. And then everyone in the community is like, whoa, bro, if you need help, we can talk to you, or just go talk to a therapist. But this isn't a therapy group. And then he started continuing it again. And then one day he was like, I might get shot. And then he was like, I even remember Slicka just like being like, oh, did you fuck with the Crip or some shit? And then he was like, no. And then, like, the whole entire story, like, turned from there. And then that's when, like, I don't even know. The group chat just died. And I didn't even get to read any of the messages. And then all of a sudden, boom. Like, exposure was like he basically had groped and raped a girl. Which, I'm like, what the fuck? And one thing I actually caught was him saying the N-word on the group chat, the Starter Squad group chat. And that's one thing that pissed me off, because I have a couple of, I have a couple of, homies that are colored. And if they were ever treated racially, racial, basically, that are just racial inequality from, like, either police or from rednecks like MTC, I would be pissed off. And he doesn't have the right, to say that. Socially, in society today, you have no, as a white man, you have no right to say the N-word. Whether the only reason why you would be able to say the N-word on camera is if you have the N-word pass from either of your, black friends. But even then, that's, still unacceptable from, the society. Or if you're revising a script about slaves and you portray a slave owner, that is still a little bit iffy, because it's portraying as, a slave owner, which those people were fucked in the head. And that's what I'm saying, is like, he basically doesn't understand that. I tried to tell him that. He just ignored that part. And so then the group chat died, the exposures, the disses were going on, boom, 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 boom. And then I thought about dissing him because of the fact that, like, I heard the whole entire story about how he raped or groped or, like, touched the little girl. And then I was wanting to diss him, but I was like, nah, it's not worth my time. So then I just basically waited this shit out, and then he basically dropped the response video of it and said that he's just a gamer, said that he's just going to do it, and that said he's not going to make any more music. And he wanted me to be on his last EP, or he wanted me to be on his next, he wanted to be on my next album, because I talked about my next album, and he's like, oh, can I be on there? And I was like, for one, it's in 2023, so that's a long way from here. And for two, I don't know, because it's controversial for me to work with an artist that has so much bad hate in the community because of the things that he's done. And so because of that, I'm just like, what the fuck? And I listened to the response video. It sounded like he was like, well, literally, like, I also watched Controversy's reaction. The only thing I can hear was the button smashing, and that's not like a professional. For one, he could have done better with, like, the video overall, because he could have actually pre-recorded, because, like, what I do with my gaming videos, in the up and coming gaming videos, I record the video, the game of the video, save that clip to the PlayStation 4, then upload it to YouTube on private. Then I basically go back and record my voiceover on that, that private video that's, going live or some shit like that. But that's besides the point. The point is, he could have, the video was off. The video was 100% sounded like it was being scripted, and it sounded like he was just basically coming up with more lies in his head. Like, more of the time, whenever he was like, it sounded like he was coming up with more and more and more lies in his head. Not the factor that he isn't lying, because I know some people, especially breathy heavers, because I am a heavy breather because of my weight, but I've been working on that. He could have just been talking, and you can hear his breathing too. He could have just been, trying to catch his breath, because talking on a mic is, hard for people like, people that are fat. And with that, he was just talking about the whole entire community. One thing that pissed me off with the whole entire thing was saying that he faked seeing the girl's death when you're not. That's like fucked. Like that just because. Okay, I can understand people who prank deaths, you know, death pranks, but that is not a prank. That is 100% troll. That is 100%. That like is 100% fucked in the head type of move to do. To say that you see the girl who you just groped, she's dead, her dead body. That doesn't make any sense. Then you said you're lying. So that what pissed me off on that video. The second thing that pissed me off is he was talking about like the Plain V boys, whatever the fuck they're called. If they harass like Kenji and like the whole entire Fatal 4 squad or any of the rap community that actually dissed him, then it's not his fault because the Plain V boys has got his back, which I respect because people who got each other's back. But the factor that pissed me off is like how are you going to support someone that did wrongs for in the first in the first place, and B, he said that why like they're just gonna diss people who or they're gonna harass people who are wannabe rapper society. The wannabe rapper society, hold up, Kenji, if you're gonna diss the whole entire Fatal 4, that's probably the best rappers in our community. Kenji, the Ace, Seventh Path, Mischief, they're all good rappers, man. And how can you be a wannabe rapper when you are actually rapping? Like, how can you be? That's like saying, I want to be fucking, I want to be masturbating, but you're masturbating. What? What? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I think he was just angry because of the fact that, like, well, not necessarily me, but the underground community members are higher in skill for rap than him. And that was just an insult because he couldn't find anything else to insult them on. So that's why I'm like, fuck. That's the thing that pissed me off. And the other thing that actually made me mad was the factor that like he was like talking about the Kid XO, him and his working relationship, and then later on, Kid XO said, "Oh, well, you were just doing that for clout. Why you bring my name into this shit? Why did you bring my name into this to bring it just for clout? That doesn't make any sense." So with that, I'm just like, Jesus fuck, man, this whole entire situation is just 100% fucked. I don't know, like, if you are watching this, Young CC, the only actual suggestion I have, because you said that you are like the 6ix9ine of our community. You know who 6ix9ine is, right? If you listen to his songs, you know the hatred that he has in the mainstream rap community. So why would you want to be the 6ix9ine in our rap community? That doesn't make any sense. The factor of it being is like, you said you want to be a troll, right? Well, trolls are fucking bullshit. They're motherfuckers who end up usually getting people pissed off and not liking you. And then you're going to continue to do it. And I can guarantee this, like, I didn't even want to do this video because it's going to give him clout. It's going to give people clout. And he is liking these diss tracks. I can guarantee the reason why he said most of the stuff was to get clout, to get attention, to get the views up. So he can, start his gaming channel, or so he can do, like, reactions and review, or, not reactions, reviews, the music and stuff. So Young CC, if you actually like enough, or like Eminem, I almost said his name in 2 words, fuck, then I suggest you to stop being like Snitch9, because Snitch9 is nothing but a snitch and nothing but a troll. I'm sorry, man, and I suggest you to actually, and you have apologized for doing inappropriate shit to the girl. I suggest you not to do any of those inappropriate stuff to any females younger than your age. And I do mean, like, any female. Woman, a girl, toddler, any people that are younger than you. And I suggest you to go work out, and I suggest you to stop being a troll. I suggest you to not diss ghosts, because that was one thing that was said. I didn't really mention because of the fact that, like, it was just It was just like something that was like, bleh. But yeah, he wants to diss Ghost, bring about his dead sister. So he wants to diss Ghost with that, which I would not, because you're gonna get killed again. And then I would simply just stop lying. Just stop. Just literally stop lying, man. That's all you have to do. Oh, and stop saying the N word. You are not black, unless you have a the N word pass from from a black homie. You can't say that word. Even then, it's unacceptable to say it because of the fact that like it's just you're a white boy. Like, why would you want to say that word? There's multiple words to say to describe, something like if you want to say the N word to someone, like, what up, N word? You can just be like, what up, bitch? Or what up, motherfucker? Or what up, G? Like, there's so many words that you can choose to not say that word. Anyways, that's all my thoughts on this. I am never going to I'm not going to speak on this ever again. Thanks for actually being 20 minutes of my time, or like taking 20 minutes of your time to actually listen to my thoughts on it, because I've been wanting to speak about this for a long time, because Young CC is kind of a troll, and the anger that he enrages in me with like the troll, not like everything is just pissing me off. The rape and like, the girl, those lies, the death, the suicidal type of stuff when he had in the group chat, and then to basically compare my list of favorite rappers to his list of favorite rappers was just the final strike. And on not only that, but I am, literally one of those, fans that, backs up M or backs up NF in a corner whenever they're put in a corner. And they weren't necessarily put in a corner, but they were fucking, I don't know, like a hypocrite used their words whenever it pisses me off with that rat's fucking name, Snitch9. Anyways, you guys, the JRayPicsers. More content's going to be on here. Like I said in the Instagram, if you guys want me to just drop all overreactions realm, season, I think it's season 3, because I have like 5 episodes recorded. Heartburn, man. Or if you want me to drop all of this, season 2, or I think it's season 1. I'm in season 2 right now, recording. But season 1, all like season 1 of Reviewers Realm, then go ahead. Go ahead and vote on the Instagram. It's only going to be there for like the next 24 hours. Anyways, yeah. I can guarantee this is going to get either a lot of dislikes, a lot of likes, or in between. But fuck it. This is my words.